Can I ask you a question? Genuine question about football. When pundits, on Match of the Day, and you might not watch these things, but pundits will talk about football. Okay, you don't watch it. But when pundits and journalists and fans talk about, forget Arsenal, just get them out of the way. So I know they make you sad. But should nobody praise how nice? Genuinely, I'm not trying to catch up. I'm trying to understand you here. So please don't take it as a knock. When people praise how good the football is at Brighton play, they praise the good start to the season that Tottenham have had. They praise the football that Thomas Frank has done. Is your view that nothing should be praised, spoken about, researched, looked at, smiled about, or celebrated until it lands a major trophy?
Why? I'll give you context because you like context, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's jumping up and down about Brighton. Are they going to win anything this season? Probably not. Probably not. So you can jump up and down about how great their football is all you like. I'd rather play crap all season, like we're doing right now, and actually win something. But are we going to win something? Probably not. Probably not. And do you know why? And I'll answer the question. You can praise as much as you like, but ultimately stop overhyping players on a couple of performances, stop overhyping how good a team is after a couple of performances, and stop overrating managers after a couple of performances. De Zerbi has got about a 50% success rate in terms of wins. Oh, but it's Brighton. Yeah, they've just made 400 million in two summer windows. Spend a bit more money. I've said this to you before.
Okay.
Arsenal,
I
we're getting better. We've got more points and we've got all of this and all of that. Yeah, cool, fantastic. Yeah, but ultimately, we have not done enough. Every team in that league, I say it every week, Terry, are not serious. Manchester City are serious. I don't see Man City sitting there with a dog for their team photo, lauding up the Community Shield. Oh, get someone that looks at you like Declan Rice looks at Win. This fan base, bro.
We're going off course. I want to bring it back.
We are not serious. Man City do not have all of this BS. They're there to win.
Okay, and I understand City win, but that isn't the question. I still don't feel like you're giving an answer that I totally understand yet, and maybe I've missed it. So I apologize.
You can praise all you like, but ultimately, no, you ain't going to win anything.
Okay,
cool.
so
enjoy the ride.
So you're saying though that is like Gary Neville on Super Sunday turns around and says, "Oh, the football Tottenham are playing right now is brilliant." You don't think any of that should be discussed until you win things?
They can discuss it if they want. It's up to them. I won't be. Yeah, they're playing great football. Well done, mate. Yeah, they're scraped a win in stoppage time against Sheffield United. Well done.
So we will never hear Lee talk about any club style of football or anything until the end of the season now when all the trophies are settled.
No. You won't hear me talking about Arsenal, lauding up great 4 or 5 games because I know deep down, Terry, it's going to lead to nothing. Any one of any other teams who say what they like, it's going to lead to nothing.
You're miserable. Lighten up, Lee.
I'm not
Have
miserable.
A beer. You're very miserable.
I'm going to go and get a beer. Right? I'm not miserable, Terry. I know what's coming.
Mizog.
I know. I know that word for years.
Yeah, I know. Mizog.
My dad used to call me that all the time. Yeah, but
I'm not surprised your dad called you that all the time.
Yeah, but that's how I am, Terry. Yeah, I'll just say what I think. Yeah, and at the end of the day, right, Man City, people have come at the end of the season when Man City lift 4 in a row, potentially could do a treble again, right? They'll sit there and go, oh, but we finished second. And what? Oh, but we're back in the Champions League. And what? Yeah. When I see something the other day, it was actually it was yesterday. The team photo with the plates and the dog, right? Yeah. Guess what? Somebody posted it out and said what I just said. Get somebody that looks at you how Declan Rice looks at the dog. Yeah. I then got sent something because I sent it to my pal. Yeah, he's Arsenal as well. He can't stand the manage more than I can't, mate. Yeah, so don't watch that. Yeah, he'd get you cancelled. Your channel will be gone. Right? He hates him. Right? Well, anyway, he sends me a Man City fan or Man City account or whatever it was. Yeah, saying get somebody that looks at you like our Erling Haaland is looking at the Champions League trophy, and it's Erling Haaland looking at it. Yeah, levels to this, my friend. And that is why that club are successful and we're not, because they are built and they are built to win, from top to bottom. I've said to you before, and I know I keep harping on about Real Madrid fans. Yeah, if Real Madrid whole stadium feel that comfortable, they can stand up at 1-1, and boo their whole team. Yeah, their whole team. Guess what? They didn't score 2 minutes later. Why did they feel that comfortable they can do that? And why did the players raise their game? Because accountability. There was no accountability at Arsenal, Man United.
So I get where you're coming from. I also think the way I hear you. I think the way Arsenal fans behave right now would be very different if over the last 20 years they would have maintained the levels set in the earlier stages by Wenger. I think what's going on now is that, and I've said this to you before, is that the fans know you're getting back to your very best. They know you're getting back to the peak of their powers. And some people, Lee, and this is where I think you and them differ, is you'll celebrate it if and when you lift that major trophy. Where a lot of these people, they are enjoying the journey to get there. Do you know what I was watching
recently? They've never seen us win it, Terry. That's why.
No, but that's not true. Some of the gooners I know, friends of mine, are older than you, so they have seen it, and they're in the same mind space. But I was you probably like me, you watch Only Fools on Horses, right? I watched
best British TV program ever made.
It's phenomenal, and it's actually kind of some of the jokes are a little bit off now, but some of the storylines are still good now. But in the final ever, not the final ever, they made 3 more. But the Hands of Our Time, when they become millionaires. I'm sorry if it ruins it for anybody, but it's old now. You should know. Del Boy is down, and Rodney said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "I miss it." He says, "As much as I've got the millions of pounds now, I've made it. I delivered." He wasn't until he got the money, and this was something that was written into the scripts by John Sullivan and the kind of actors put it in, because a lot of the actors felt this, because EastEnders, Only Fools made them, and prior to that, a lot of them were struggling actors that had to do other jobs. It was almost Del Boy only really appreciated all that hard work once he got there, but he realized, I actually loved the journey. The journey was the best part. It meant more to him than the millions. And now again, I know. Listen. Let me think of my point. I don't believe we sit in a Lee. I don't believe that we all sit in a world where we all have to think and feel the same. I'm not advocating for that. That's not what my channel even stands for. However, the acknowledgement that for some people, the ride and the journey they're on is every bit as exciting and as important as the final destination that they're going to arrive in. Because I'll tell you this now, Lee, if you guys do get to the promised land and you win that Prem again, and you maintain your quality and win a few of them, and you win the Champions League, I know you'll celebrate, and I know you'll be happy. But the people that got on board with this ride early in the journey, I'm telling you, I believe they'll just be even happier. They're like, what an amazing journey, and I enjoyed every single minute of getting there, as opposed to being angry the whole time.
Dead teams along the way, yeah, of course.
No, I think that's part and parcel of it, Lee. I think for me, the way I look at this, Lee, is this, right? Is that I've done okay in life. I've made some mistakes. I've failed at things. Those failures have helped me get to where I am. Now I look back at hindsight is the most lucrative commodity known to man. If you could bottle it and sell it, you'd be a billionaire in 5 minutes. However, it's only when you get to the destination that you sometimes realize you needed that. And some of the drummings you took, if you guys get to where a lot of people think you will, some of those early drummings and those mistakes and everything that you made were part of the tapestry that got you to where you are. City are where they are now because of everything that's happened since that summer of 2009. Every mistake, every beating, every missed opportunity, Peter Crouch stopping them from getting to the Champions League as an example. All these things that have happened have led to this. It isn't just we appointed Pep and we got good. That's too simplistic. It's too easy. Every City fan would
they actually understand the aim of the game, Terry, is to win. Yeah,
yes.
What they did is
and they enjoyed the journey of getting there.
When they went in there, then Sheikh Mansour and Khaldoon and all that lot, they went in there. All the hierarchy went in there and said, we're here to win. We're here to win.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not here to make up the numbers and peddle out PR and phrases and youth projects. We're here to win. Yeah, and guess what? How long did it take them to actually win? Not very long. Not very long. In comparison to how long we are without winning a title.
4 or 5 years,
yeah. So they can go
3
4 or 5 years, 3 years, whatever it was, and go 3 years without winning a title from when the ownership took over. Yeah, but I'm sitting there being told, oh, we're in phase 4. Oh, say hi to Declan. Your club, by the way, your club is an even bigger disgrace because the other day, yeah, you lost to Brighton, embarrassed at home, played off the park, and they were in second gear, right? The very next day, happy birthday, Stepney. What is wrong with these clubs? Who even is Stepney?
Oh, whoa! See, don't again.
I'm joking. I knew it'd rattle you.
Talk about Alex Stepney, bruv. Champions League winning goalkeeper.
We got him.
Don't talk about Alex Stepney, bruv. Don't speak about Alex Stepney, bruv.
We got him.
Don't speak about Busby Babe like that.
Look how rattled he is. Say happy birthday to Stepney. But this is my point, yeah? Right? This is my point. Man City, as a football club, don't do gimmicks. Yes, they might wish happy birthday to someone, cool. But they're not out here doing phases, projects, PR. Hang on, let me say one more thing and I'll shut up. Let me say one more thing. Right? Have you ever heard a Man City player saying top 4? I haven't. And if I have, I can't ever remember one. Right? Now let me tell you this. Your manager sat there last season and said we're competing with Tottenham and a few other teams, Liverpool, whatever it was, to get into the Champions League. To finish 4th or something, and that will paraphrase him, but it was something along the lines of that would be like winning the league or something along them lines. It weren't exactly what he said, but along them lines, right? How many of our players in pre-season last season sat there and said the aim this season is to win the Europa League and get top 4? Well, by that metric alone, we failed then. Yeah, now we're handing out new contracts left, right, and centre for these people. Yeah, this
is what I would say to you, Lee. So let's just not go off that point, because I think it's a good point. Yeah, you don't hear City players talk about that anymore. I don't know if this is a fact, but I'm going to make an assumption here, so I'm being very clear. I bet if you go back to between 2009 and like 2014, I bet you can get City players and City's PR and City's articles and tweets and whatever else they put out that celebrates years when they made top 4, where players say that that's where we are right now. That's what we're trying to achieve. The difference is that was at an earlier stage of the development of their club to being where they are right now. And I get where you're kind of coming from. I really do. However, like acting like City didn't post happy birthday to their players on social media 10 years ago when they weren't doing trebles and weren't winning Champions Leagues is crazy. And again, by your logic, no club should wish a legend of their club happy birthday if they're not winning Premier Leagues or Champions Leagues, or if they've lost a game recently. But how far do you take these things?
You've just been embarrassed by Brighton, and the very next day you're tweeting out happy birthday Stepney.
Alex Stepney. Again, so I don't mind that, because that's a club legend who won us the Champions League. If it was to one of the players in the first team squad now, or to, if it was a happy birthday to Jasper, but Jasper Blomqvist won a trebles.
Sanogo. Happy birthday, Yaya.
No, I get you. So if it was after an embarrassing result and it's someone like Sanogo, I get it. But a club legend that deserves respect, no.